Three, one, two, three. And hello, fellows. Herogon here. Today is Wednesday, December 6th of 2023. Yesterday was the one and only Walt Disney's birthday. Granted, he passed away in 1966, but hey. December 5th was the very day that Walt was born. So yeah. And of course, things are going pretty okay. And speaking of okay, I have a little something to remind you guys. I have a YouTube channel. And for the past few days, I've actually been putting out some of the older Funlogs. All the way back from the 2022 days. All the way back from the year 2022 up to 2023 right now. So far, 2023 still has a ways to go with regards to what's been put on here. There's currently 22 videos and counting for the Funlog Files 2023 collection. But with the 2022 Funlog collection, that part is now complete. A no duh on that, since it says here in the title, the Funlog Files 2022. An archive of all sorts of development logs from the year 2022. So that's pretty good, and I do hope that anyone that follows me on Instagram, Facebook, or anywhere else decides to subscribe, like, comment, and share any of my videos on here. You've got quite a deal to get through. You know what I mean? Now, with all of that, let's get into Sean the Bro's recent tutorial. This week involves Fast Fall, where Sean implements the Fast Fall mechanic, improves gravity scaling, and determining which characters can perform the Fast Fall. It's quite common in video games that gravity in those games tends to be interesting, as it feels a little heavy on the jump side of things, where oftentimes if you're at the apex of a jump, you can fall fast and quick, which can be useful in games like Smash Bros. Ultimate and many more. And of course, as you can see there, one of the characters can fall faster than the other player that isn't trying to do that. But first, let's get to the coding parts. Now, with the code, there's a few parts. There's the fast fall scale variable, which of course is a float value that determines our scaled value of gravity during the fast fall, and then a can fast fall boolean, which allows us to determine if our character is able to perform the fast fall, and finally a boolean for if the player is pressing or holding the crouching input, or down in this case. Now, in the CPP code, after this header file stuff, we go into the CPP code, or C++ for the long term of it. We go into the modifiers. We set our default values here, and then we go downward. Our fast fall scale is the default gravity scale times 2.0f. And our default gravity scale is getting our character movement and gravity, and that goes into gravity scale. Then of course we have is pressing down set to false, and can fast fall set to true by default. Now going down further, there's a few spots for our fast fall stuff. First up is in crouching. Okay, let's see. It's in not only the tick, but also our crouch stuff where we control our values. Fast fall scale. Let's see. In tick, we have this new spot. If can fast fall and can move and combo state equals none, and character state equals neutral jumping, if our character movement's velocity on the z-axis is less than 0.0f, and we're pressing down, essentially the apex of our jump, then we get our character movement and set the gravity scale to equal fast fall scale. And of course there's a few spots with regards to crouching. And now I believe one of the spots around is, let's see, start, crouch. Pardon me if I don't have any sort of script. We have a few new spots for the if statement here, where now we're not only checking if we can move and our combo state's E none and the character state does not equal neutral jumping, we're also checking if it does not equal backward jumping or does not equal forward jumping. That's when we will crouch. And in stop crouching, it's a similar deal. New lines for the character states being backward jumping and forward jumping. And that is pretty much all of the new stuff here. Oh, almost forgot, is pressing down. Now in start crouching, we now want to have is pressing down equal to true. And if we stop crouching, we set is pressing down to false. That part's important. But the biggest part for the fast falling is in the tick. So yeah. Now going into the blueprint part, we've got two characters, Jason Wesley and Adam Moore BP. We can set their can fast fall to false and their gravity scale to something different. For Adam Mortem, I've decided to give him a value for fast fall scale to be 10. That way you can see the difference between gravity. And this time we'll go into learn, since I only seek to show the fast falling working today. And this time we are ironically going to be picking Jason Wesley in a long time. It's been a long while. Do pardon the shaders compiling. I've recently opened this, and you know how Unreal Engine can get. And for those wondering why the Jason Wesley placeholder model looks different from the Adam Moore placeholder model, it's because I've allowed Jason Wesley to have a post-processing cell shader material around him. Now, as you can see here, once I get to the crux of the apex of my jump, I fall down faster, and here it is again without all of that. Adam Mortem here, jump is a little slow on things, but then we of course, at the apex of the jump, he falls down far faster. And here's a comparison between both. Adam Mortem has obviously fallen down faster than Jason Wesley due to the, of course, fast fall scale. The fast fall scale is bigger for Adam Mortem than it is for Jason Wesley. Heck, right now I will show you what can happen if we decide to set fast fall to false for Jason Wesley. Whoops. Bigger screen. Going back to fight, then learn, versus practice, and beachside karate dojo. And as usual, choosing Jason Wesley and Adam Mortem. Skipping all of this. And once you see them both jumping, and as you can see, Jason does not fast fall like he originally did before. So yeah, things have gone pretty good for fast falling. And it can be a useful mechanic to get back on the ground fast. Almost makes me think that it could be used for a sort of, how you put this, stomp effect. You know what I mean? Almost like Sonic Generations, or any of the other Sonic the Hedgehog games that do have that sort of thing. Who knows, maybe with a bit of tweaking, it could be used to make the bounce effect from Sonic the Hedgehog. And of course, that will be all for this particular week of the tutorial. Again, I have a YouTube channel. Do comment, subscribe, and share my YouTube videos. Credit again goes to Sean LeBro for all of his tutorials. They have been pretty amazing. Do like, comment, and subscribe for more of his great content too. And with all that, I shall leave it at here. I've been Herogon. You've been you. Thank you for tuning in. And for right now, I will see you all real soon. Goodbye, everyone, and have a hero-tastic day.